EA Sports. It's in the game.
Good evening, I'm Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas, and we welcome you to Boardwalk Hall and the famed Atlantic City Boardwalk in southern New Jersey for a much-anticipated main event. 12 rounds of welterweight action between Roberto Duran and the hitman Ricky Hatton. Roberto Duran's not giving us much indication of what kind of fight we're going to see based on this ring walk. Ricky Hatton's making his way to the ring. You wouldn't know he's about to step into a fight. He looks like he's just out for a stroll. Everybody's been waiting for these two to meet up. Now they do, as round one is underway. Teddy, most ringside experts feel that this is very much going to be a tactical fight.
Yeah, both these guys throw punches like they're paying for them. And guess what? They're both cheapskates.
Well, this may be a perfect fit for Ricky Hatton because he knows where his opponent's going to be.
Yeah, on the inside, and he likes to work on the inside. But there is a little bit of a glitch in the style of Ricky. Sometimes on the inside, sometimes he will do a little clutching.
Now he ties up there. Good clean shot, returning fire. Well done by Ricky Hatton.
Nice work! Nice work!
Reaching the halfway mark of this round. Good block by Duran.
Get after him!
Hatton's left, working well that time. And he ties up on the inside. What a great job. He gave one right back in return. Nice work by Ricky Hatton.
Attaboy!
That was nice. He just drew the punch from his opponent, and then a good counter by Roberto Duran.
Yeah, like running through the rain without getting wet. Beautiful.
Final 10 seconds of round number one. Roberto Duran blocks that. Roberto Duran's punch stats numbers are impressive.
That's it now. Nice workout. Keep fighting smart and keep busy. Don't take a break with it, guys.
You got to land a big punch now. No doubt about it. You are losing this fight. You need to throw and land a big shot. Look at me. Knock this motherfucker out. Nice work on the inside.
Here we go. Round 2 is underway. Accuracy an issue there. Didn't land that straight right hand. Protecting his head well with his guard.
That's what I like to see.
Hatton's defense. Is it ever good? Look at how easy he's able to block those punches. Roberto Duran's landing a combination here. That's what he does when he's at his very best. Ricky Hatton's defense is paying off now. Nice combination. Jab, uppercut to the head. Oh, and he's got something for him himself, and it's a left hand. And coming upon the halfway mark of this 3-minute round. Nice defense. Good block by Ricky Hatton. Punches and bunches. Combination up top. Took a shot. Now he gives a left. Well, supposed to be fighting, but instead he's hugging. Way to hit the target there. Jab, uppercut. Flush shot lands after blocking away his opponent's effort. He returns the favor with an uppercut. Comes right back at him with a left hand. Last 10 seconds. Jab, uppercut, both upstairs. Duran's ability to get to his man paid off well there. He damaged him in that round.
Man, if you want this fight, you gotta stay busy out there, all right? Because you're losing this fight. Why? Because you're not throwing any punches at me.
And round number 3 is underway. Solid left hand to the head. A good block. Not hitting his mark there going upstairs.
That's it, just like that.
Ricky Hatton's gonna think about the next time he throws a punch because he just got hit by a good solid counter. Scored well with that straight left. Scored well up top.
There you go.
Coming to the halfway point of this 3rd round.
Unload more punches.
Good defense upstairs to stay away from that offensive assault. Really frustrating his opponent now. Roberto Duran's so defensively sound, it doesn't make for an easy target.
No, it doesn't, and it makes for a very frustrating night for his opponent. I see his opponent now, if you notice, he's getting a little tentative. He's afraid to let the punches go because when he misses, he's worried he's going to leave an opening.
Pulls the trigger right away with the left hand after getting tagged himself. And he engages in the clinch. He just missed that shot up top. Last 10 seconds of round number 3. On the mark with the straight left hand. And this round comes to an end.
Lindissimo, beautiful. I want another round like that. This is your fight, okay? You're in complete control of this fight. You gotta give me that double jab.
Beginning of round number 4. Teddy, the way your scorecard reads, he's up 3 rounds to zip. Good, accurate punching, earning him that lead.
Yeah, very conservative. hasn't wasted anything, but as you just touched on, has made everything count.
Duran's defense is now serving him well. Nice job blocking that punch. Tucks those elbows in, blocks the body shot. Ricky Hatton's banged by an uppercut. There's the headshot, but he parries it away. 90 seconds to go in round number 4. We always see great athletes week in and week out, but Teddy, what sport do you think can produce the best boxers?
Well, believe it or not, basketball. Everybody would say football. We saw Too Tall Jones. He got demolished by little guys. We saw Gastineau. He got demolished. We saw Highsmith. He got demolished. A lot of football players haven't done well. But basketball players, they have the physical skill sets where they can make a pretty good fighter. Of course, you have to get a guy that mentally is adjusted.
Blocks the headshot. Must be the punch of the day. Both guys bringing home uppercuts. Duran's been having great success with these combinations, Teddy.
Well, there's a reason for it. He's using his jab to start it, and then he's letting the punches go, letting their hands follow.
Lands flush with the two-punch combo by Roberto Duran. Roberto Duran's got a cut. It looks like it's below the eye on the cheek, but it's something that needs to be monitored.
You gotta win these early rounds for me. You're not shooting your jab.
Keep doing what you're doing. Keep the jab pumping, then throw the lead right hand. Winning this fight. Listen, the best defense is to throw punches. You need to throw more.
Round number 5 has arrived. Resourceful 1-2 combo by Roberto Duran. That's great stuff. He fires one right back after taking one. Gotta love the work by Ricky Hatton.
Working the body.
Very nice work there. Jab, uppercut. Zones in on that overhand right. And just grabbing onto his opponent. Well, I don't know if he's hip to the idea of becoming a counterpuncher, but I get the sense you'd agree with it.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he's got the perfect platform, the perfect form for it. The guy's walking in right now, not moving his head much. He can time him, he can counter him.
Roberto Duran's way off the mark. That punch didn't have a chance. And now he scores well with the straight right. A little give and take, and here comes the left hand. Roberto Duran's on the bad end of a very impressive hook up top. Very nice work from both men. They each got a shot in.
Keep it going. Nice work. Nice work. Come on, baby.
Nice strike after catching one by Ricky Hatton. And now another left.
Back to the body.
Coming to the end of round number 5, last 10 seconds.
Oh, hands up, hands up.
Looking good. He's tired. There you go. He's tired. He's got nothing left. Now listen, I need you to double up your punches and keep the lead, all right?
You're letting this guy get away. Come on, this is it. You gotta make it a fight.
The start of the 6th round. Duran's got a little hop in his step as he's ready to start this round. Hatton's throwing a lot of punches right here, but not a lot of them are landing.
And that can be very discouraging to the guy who's throwing them because he's working, but he's starting to get a little frustrated, a little concerned that he's not doing damage, as you said.
Roberto Duran, left now, getting into the mix. Well timed by Roberto Duran. He took a step back, landed the counterpunch.
Exactly what he wanted to do.
Stay away from him. Come on.
Reaching the halfway point of round number 6. To the head he goes with a left hand. Hatton's got something to think about now. He just threw a punch and had one coming right back at him. His opponent scored well with the counter. Comes right back at him with a left hand. You see what happens when he commits to the uppercut. Look at that. Great work there. Well, that was his intention, and that's what he's doing. Not engaging in the fight, but clinching. Ricky Hatton's looking for a way to get this fight back on course, a course that can get him a victory. This isn't it, just trying to counterpunch in these middle rounds.
No, this is not it. He's not thinking right. You know, it's one thing to say physically, technically, he needs to do that. But to do it, you have to be mentally clear. You have to be seeing the plan, seeing what you have to do, what you have to order your body to do. He's not seeing that right now.
And round 6 comes to an end. 60 seconds. That's all they get. Just 60 seconds to deal with the fact that their fighter has an eye that's completely shut.
That's all they need. I mean, that's their job. Now they got to show that they can perform under those conditions.
He gets off with a combination up top. Scores up top with a left. That worked out really well. Throwing off the right hand after getting tagged like that. Ricky Hatton's coming up with the answers, avoiding that punch. What an excellent two-punch combo by Roberto Duran.
Keep working the body.
Digs in with a good solid uppercut after taking a shot. Roberto Duran's combination punching working out well there. He landed 3 solid shots. Hatton's probably going about this the wrong way. He is not having success as an infighter.
And if he does, then he's losing the fight because he's not going to win it on the outside.
Big shot he just scored with. He just fought the other guy's fight, and now it's not his fight at all. He is down.
No, he should have been on the inside. He pulled out into a world of trouble, a world of punches.
2, 3, 4, 5.
Can Ricky Hatton find a way? He went down and now beating the count and looking to continue and survive.
Well, I think a lot of us wanted to find out what would happen when this moment came, if it did come. Right now, Hatton wants to find out too.
Not able to connect with the uppercut. Oh, that's good stuff. Firing right back with one of his own. Good work by Roberto Duran. A crushing two-punch combo by Roberto Duran. And that does it for this round.
Nice and strong. Uppercut hook. Hook to the liver. Don't forget that. Keep your hands up. I need you to keep busy on the inside, okay? Keep busy inside. Good.
You know, neither man's been pushed too hard so far, but one man has taken advantage of it. A commanding lead on your scorecard, Teddy. as we start round number 8.
Yeah, he hasn't been forced into a fast pace, so he's just taking what's been given to him. There's been a lot of picking there, the fruit at the top of the tree, and he's picked it.
Roberto Duran's had success so far, just based on his pure hand and foot speed. But there is some concern.
Yeah, you know, you got a guy with a real fast car. He needs a racetrack. He needs the right place to use that speed to kind of run with it a little bit. Right now, his opponent needs to change that landscape. Don't give him that racetrack. Step out of range a little bit and leave him there. Let him shadow box, but don't stay in a position where he can be effective.
Keep your feet moving.
A stinging uppercut by Ricky Hatton. So accurate. Jab, uppercut combination.
Get out of the way. Punch and use your head.
More than one punch downstairs. That can be damaging.
Adelante, forward. Do that again.
Good shot to the head with that right hand. Good counter punch by Roberto Duran. Blocks a shot and then lands an uppercut of his own. Hatton's opponent is having a field day, Teddy. That left hand lands again.
Well, he keeps moving the wrong direction. He needs to move away from that punch.
Body shots.
As we're between rounds now, Teddy, it gives us
This is what you
pause
do.
and time to reflect on what he's accomplished. Duran's precision punching has carried this fight.
Yeah, and I tell you, it's not because he ate a lot of carrots when he was a kid and he has real good eyesight. It's because he's calm, he has good technique, and that is why he's right on the mark.
Hooks on the inside.
Harry brings the jab right hand.
Hands up. Pace yourself. Yep.
Resourceful jab by Roberto Duran. Ricky Hatton did a good job of avoiding the knockdown right there. But he's, oh, and he goes down again. The question is, can he rise up and continue on? Hatton's getting back up to his feet after being knocked down. That was a miss by Ricky Hatton. Once again to the head. Good defensive skill. A solid, true uppercut by Roberto Duran. Ricky Hatton showing a little bit of a defensive shell, but Teddy, I'm seeing punches still getting through and splitting that guard.
Yeah, well, that's the problem, Joe.
Look at that! Knocked down again. Unreal.
Now you gotta wonder what the corner's thinking. Are they gonna stop this?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And it's over. This fight is over. Duran's power just much too much for his opponent. Another knockout for him. It's late in the fight, and it looked like we were going to get a decision out of this. Roberto Duran's power makes it a knockout.
Reminiscent of some of the great late knockout fights in the history of this sport.
Alongside Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. Thanks for being with us. We'll see you next time ringside. Good evening, everybody. Alongside Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. We welcome you ringside for a much-anticipated bout. Let's set the table for you and get ready to dish up this big night of action. Roberto Duran's coming to the ring right now. We know what he offers up once he's inside the ropes, but not much intensity here in this ring walk. Round number one is now underway. All the talk is done. It is simply time to fight. Teddy, what do you look for early on when you're analyzing a fight of two power punchers facing off against each other that gives you a clue as to which way this is going?
Who's doing the little things a little bit better? Who's using the jab? Who's controlling range? Hey, who's thinking better?
One, two.
Halfway through this round. Duran's doing exactly what you should to be a strong defensive fighter. You got to block those punches away. Oh, and he returns fire with a left hand. We count down the final moments of this round. This round comes to an end. A round in which this fighter threw a lot of punches, didn't land a lot of punches. I'll tell you, what advice can you give to him if you're the trainer?
Well, first of all, deal with the psychological part. Joe, don't forget, 75% of this game is psychological. Don't let him get discouraged, because even though he's not going to say nothing, in his head, he's starting to get discouraged. Just say to him, hey, listen, you're going to catch him. Let's shorten him up a little bit. And you know what? He's moving his head, so go to the body, because now you're going to hit him a little in the body, because the body's not moving.
Takes one to give one. Uppercut in return. Look at that combination by Tommy Hearns. What's a weakness of the Hitman?
Well, a lot of people might say his chin. You know, he doesn't have that great shock absorber. You know, that neck that can absorb a blow when it has to. It's a little thin, just like his body. So I'm not saying there's a little, you know, glass in that china, but sometimes the
his
beard.
Infrastructure isn't good enough, just his physical makeup.
Yeah, you don't have that ability to absorb like some fighters.
Able to dismiss that body shot. And now he brings the left hand upstairs. Solid right by Tommy Hearns. Roberto Duran with a big left hand. Tommy Hearns is doing what every trainer wants to see their fighter do. Land punches in bunches. The combination lands. Final 10 seconds.
I don't want you to slug it out with this guy, all right? Keep your range. Jab, jab, right, okay? Keep boxing just like that. You're gonna take this one.
And round number 3 is underway. Roberto Duran's blocking ability is doing well for him there.
Stay away from those.
He scored well after being hit himself. Oh, a nice two-punch combo by Roberto Duran.
Stay on the inside. Good job.
90 seconds to go here in this round.
Unload! More punches!
Well-targeted two-punch combo by Tommy Hearns.
Hey, hey! Let's go!
Blocks that punch. Oh, he took some damage, but he gave some back with the right hand.
Relax, relax!
Teddy, he did a smart thing right there. Just created enough space and then landed the counter punch.
Looked like the will of the wisps, the old great Willie Pep. Made him miss, made him pay.
You're not winning the rounds, man. You're not winning the round. I need you to start with your jab and then go to the body. I want you to chop down with your right to the body. You need to jab.
Hearns is enjoying a lead on Teddy's scorecard the first time we look at the scores ringside here tonight. Although early on here, it's not as if either man is in complete control of this fight.
Face yourself! Keep your head moved!
Some fine fundamentals, good counter punch.
Nice mousetrap there. He let him in beautifully. He didn't use cheese, he used distance.
Come on, kid, focus!
Fires right back at him. That's a huge shot, that left hand from Duran. Tommy Hearns blocks that punch. Halfway through round number 4. Good defense, just covering up down low. Committing now to the left hand, good straight shot. Duran's combination punching is working well here.
Keep moving!
Little head hunting with the left.
Watch that!
10 seconds to go in the 4th.
Gotta see that come in, let's go!
And that round comes to an
stand
end.
toe-to-toe with this
And
guy.
you know, I've turned to
Keep
you
your
many
distance,
times
all
throughout
right?
our careers broadcasting
All right.
together and said,
Listen.
why is this guy not throwing punches? I just don't get it, Teddy.
Well, there's two reasons usually. One is he's not in shape. In this case, I think he's in shape. He doesn't want to throw. I know that boggles your mind too. What do you mean he doesn't want to throw? You're thinking to yourself, he's a fighter, he's in the ring, he knows that he has to throw punches. But if he throws punches, he also has to put himself in a position where the guy's going to throw back. That means he has to take more chances. And some guys would rather not take those chances.
Teddy, what would you recommend based on what we're seeing here tonight?
Well, 2 aspirin and then go, oh no, actually I would say a little counter-punching would be just what the doctor ordered.
That's a better prescription for him. Not able to land the headshot. Duran with a huge left hand. Still plenty of time to work here in round number 5. 1.5 minutes to go. A well-placed left hand up top. Good scoring shot. It was a straight right.
Let's go. ¿Qué está esperando? What are you waiting for? You want this fight? Then let's get moving out. This guy is going to win this.
Back underway here to live fight action. Tough fight to score. Very, very even, closely contested bout throughout.
Hey, you gotta see that coming. Now let's go.
Combo lands to the head. Good block. Hearns is making this so that it's becoming a very frustrating night for his opponent. I mean, when your defense is that sharp, it can just drive your opponent crazy.
Yeah, it can. First of all, it can start to break down. You know, we always look at the physical things in life and anything. You know, you're pounding a guy and you're going to break the guy down. Hey, if you're just smart and you're slick like this guy and you're making a guy miss, you start to break him down. He's breaking the guy down that way.
You can see he's trying to score up top, but off the mark there. Halfway through round 6. Good return fire that time.
Working the body.
How about a return to sender with the left hand? Great work offensively, landing that combination by Roberto Duran.
Still not moving enough.
Keep those hands up.
Working our way towards the bell. Last 10 seconds of the 6th. Teddy, making predictions in boxing is often a dangerous task, but I'll make one right here that seems pretty obvious to me as we come to the end of that round here. This fight is going to be a brutal display as long as it lasts.
It's kind of like going and watching that home run contest. Nobody's trying to hit singles or doubles. You know they're all going for the fences.
Roberto Duran showing you that sublime skill right now with that 2-punch combo.
Stay on the outside.
Duran with a block.
Yeah, good work.
Oh, he just misses with that headshot. Good work defensively by Roberto Duran. Plus, he landed that counterpunch.
Yeah, and he forced him to punch. He made him, he drew it out of him, and then he timed him beautifully.
really like this trend that's been developing in these recent later rounds here. You're seeing good body work by Tommy Hearns.
And it's smart for him. I'm sure it's part of the game plan because down the stretch, that's going to set up what he needs to find upstairs.
Good solid 1-2 by Roberto Duran.
Hey,
Very nice work to the head. The right hand landed. Double jab by Roberto Duran. Scored well upstairs with the right hand. Good looking counter punch. Coming towards the end of the 7th round, 10 seconds to go. And that's the end of round 7.
I want the combination. You're landing one shot, but I need to see 3 or 4 punches.
Start of round number 8. Been a good competitive fight so far. You see Teddy's scorecard there. Hearns is hoping that somehow, some way, he can gain an edge. What could it be, Teddy?
Well, one thing it could be is maybe the corner. Maybe right now the corner tells him, hey, this is how you can separate yourself. On the inside, it's a little bit even. Do a little bit more on the inside. You know, stop that little bit of grabbing where sometimes you guys cooperate with each other. Whoever finds the way to throw that extra punch inside, he's going to get the W.
The halfway point of round number 8. Blocks a shot and pulls the trigger.
Do that again.
Duran counters back. Boy, sharp 2-punch combination by Tommy Hearns.
Hook off the jab.
Bang the body.
Hearns is getting himself into the mix now, landing that left hand. Last 10 seconds of the 8th round. And round 8
Nice
comes
work on the
to an
outside.
end.
Keep it up.
Tommy Hearns
Nice
is looking
work.
really
Keep
good
it up.
after that round.
Guys,
Teddy,
you have a-
I think it's a good fight. I think it's a close fight, but I believe it's a fight that he's winning.
Yeah, it's the kind of fight, though, that you can't afford to let up at all or do what you just said. Think that you're winning. He can't really think that way. He's got to think that he's got to take one round at a time. The rest of the rounds, he's got to win each one of them.
Good exchange. He fires back. And now just wasting everybody's time holding on. Here's one for you now, he says. Right back with the left hand.
Keep working the jab.
Duran's using a lot of energy just by throwing so many punches, but he's not getting much out of all this effort at all.
No, he's working much too hard. That's a good point there. He's working really too hard for what he's getting done. He has to now start to educate himself, start to, you know, place those punches in the right spots.
Halfway through the 9th round, and now just wasting away some time with that clinch.
It's all right. Just keep moving.
He comes back with the left hand again.
Over your head, kid. Stay away away from the inside.
Roberto Duran's almost looking foolish that time he missed so badly. Scoring well with that combination by Roberto Duran. They trade shots. He comes back with a right hand. An accurate left by Tommy Hearns. Final chance, last 10 seconds of round 9. Tommy Hearns is putting his punches together now. That's a nice combination.
Okay, now listen. You gotta be first with this guy. You understand? ¿Entiendes? You gotta say...
Another round, and if it keeps up with the rest of them, it'll be closely contested and hard to score. That is a big right hand after eating one himself.
Keep moving. Keep working the body.
Parries that punch away. And you can see he wanted to do that as he holds on there. Nice block by Roberto Duran.
Good job.
And now we got a fight. He fires back a right hand of his own. Roberto Duran's not showing that he's got a great IQ when it comes to ring generalship here. He's just stationary, not much movement at all.
No, not at all, and it's feeding right into his opponent. He knows where to find them and where to find them at all times. He needs to get on those legs a little bit and start changing a little bit of his placement here where he is. He's always in the same place.
Circle him. Move, move.
And Tommy Hearns scores well with a big uppercut. Up top with the right
Still not
hand.
moving enough. Move, move.
That's okay. Pay him back. Move your head. Muévete la cabeza.
Took a shot, now he gives a left. Counting down towards the end of the 10th round, 10 seconds to go.
I shake it off.
And that's the end of round
Nice work,
10.
kid. Good job in that round.
11th round now underway. Let's look at Teddy's scorecard. Well, he's got a comfortable lead according to you, Teddy.
Yeah, he just sat and had a very nice dinner. You know what? Don't be a garbone now. Finish up, clean yourself a little bit, use your napkin, walk away from the table, go digest your meal. Have your win.
He's throwing a lot of punches here. Now his opponent is showing very, very good movement. What adjustments can he make to deal with that movement?
So, Joe, when you're fighting a guy who's smart, who's hard to hit, first of all, you got to shorten those punches up. If they're wide, they have no chance at all. And you got to go to the one place that's not moving. Guess where that is? Downstairs.
Left and right. Left and right.
Best combination in the game, jab with the straight.
There's no need to be on the inside.
Big uppercut right on the mark. Halfway through this 11th round. Hearns is able to land a good, solid left hand.
Keep pushing.
He takes a shot and then commits to giving one right back. And he's holding. Duran's putting forth that hard work he did in training camp there, landing a crisp combination. Hearns' movement helped out there. He avoided that punch. Tommy Hearns has got that catch-me-if-you-can kind of attitude. He's almost daring his opponent at this point to try to land a headshot, but his movement's been so good. His defense is just supreme.
Yeah, it is. He's moving from the waist. He's slipping the straight shots. He's weaving the hooks. He's doing a real magical job in there, but his opponent is making no adjustments at all.
Which way will it go? Both men want it badly. Now the final round. He clinches when he gets to the inside. Duran able to land the counter punch. That right hand is becoming a crutch. He can just lean on it now. Took a shot. Now he gives a left. Oh, and they decide to trade there.
Hey, gotta see that come in. Let's go.
Able to get him up against the ropes. Halfway through this 12th and final round. Roberto Duran's jab lands well. Trading right hands. Boy, is this a dangerous biz.
Hands up, hands up.
Staying away from those headshots with his defense up top. Hearns is in a good rhythm defensively here. Teddy, what is that, a credit to his ability to anticipate?
You know, also it's the teaching. Let's give the trainers credit. Of course, let's give his background of the amateurs credit, but he learned how to get away from punches. This is technique that was taught to him.
Duran's the kind of boxer that wants to do just that. Find the target, get the combination working, land both punches. He took a shot, but he gives one of his own. A left hand scores. 10 seconds to go in this, the final round. We said it early on, stylistically with this matchup, hardly a chance that we would go to the judges' scorecards, but Teddy, that's exactly what's about to happen.
Yeah, early on, you're right. It looked like it was going to be an explosion, but fizzled out a little bit. Here we are.
Tommy Hearns is your winner by majority decision.
Very close fight, but more importantly, a satisfying fight for everybody, especially the fans.
For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. Thanks for being with us, everyone. Well, good evening, everybody, and we welcome you ringside. Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas, and we're just about ready for action. When you get a fight like this that everybody's been talking about, it's always so interesting to see these opening moments here in round number one. Hearns is hoping that his strategy of utilizing his jab pays off. How can it do so, Teddy? What will that bring to him?
Well, it's going to bring a lot of things. First of all, defense, separation. It's going to keep his opponent at a distance where he can't harm him. Hey, if you're a fighter and a guy can't harm you, guess what? That's a good thing. The other thing is to set up his other punches.
Go off the jab.
Teddy, if you're training Tommy Hearns' opponent tonight, you got a power puncher going up against him. What are you advising him?
Well, obviously, you want to find a way to land that power. And what you want to do is try to find a way to catch Tommy standing up. Every once in a while, he stands up a little bit too tall. Maybe you can slip a punch to the left a little bit, slip that jab, and come with a left hook, and hope again to catch Tommy Hearns a little too rigid, a little too straight.
Halfway through round number one. Hearns has got to deal with a cut cheek. Takes one, but gives one. Good work by Roberto Duran.
Get out of the way from those punches. Move your head.
See, the defense pays off as he gets rid of that downstairs.
Keep working the jab.
Didn't get it done going to the body there. Oh, good exchange there. Oh, and he's got something for him himself, and it's a left hand. 10 clicks of the talk.
Back to the body.
Hearns is really impressing us here, Teddy, coming off that last round. I mean, he laid down a beating to his opponent, but sometimes confidence can also be an enemy in this game.
Yeah, you could get a little bit of overconfident. You could get careless. You know, you could forget where you were earlier or forget what you knew when you were coming into the ring. Things that you had to understand as far as defensive liabilities. He has to remember that.
Not much action as he just ties up. Comes right back at him with a left hand. Good flush shot upstairs. Super two-punch combo by Roberto Duran. And he just holds on there. Halfway through round number 2. Needs to improve that accuracy. Missed with the headshot. Able to block that away. It was targeted for his head.
Stay away from the inside.
Able to dismiss it.
Hey, you got some of that too. Let's go.
See, that's the work they want to see with the right hand by Roberto Duran. Duran's knowledge of the game is showing through. 3 ways to defend. One of them is to block. He did it there well. Targeting that midsection now with the combo. Nice block. Final 10 seconds of round number 2. As basic as can be, but it works. A jab followed by the straight. Hearns' pure aggression got to his opponent in that last round. He looks fresh, his opponent doesn't.
You need to cover up more, okay? You're leaving yourself open too much. Just cover up.
And round number 3 is underway. Tommy Hearns is doing well here with that 2-punch combination. Able to cover up along the belt line, blocks that one. Roberto Duran with a big right hand. And now another left. Nice block by Tommy Hearns. Comes right back with some offense of his own. Now hugging on the inside. Parries that punch intended for the head.
Keep moving, keep moving.
Teddy, Tommy Hearns in his frame, 6'2", with almost that V shape to his upper body. Every time I look at him, I still don't understand how he fought at welterweight.
Well, you know, he reminds me of other fighters in the past. One that comes to my mind is Emil Griffith. Griffith had those huge shoulders, and of course that V that you're talking about. You're right. You look at him and you say, how on earth does he get all that into a 147-pound frame?
Unable to connect by Roberto Duran.
Keep moving. Keep moving.
Ten seconds to go in this 3rd round. Able to get away from that headshot with the block. And that's the end of round 3.
You're not winning the round. I need you to start with your...
Hearns is up around here after 3 rounds on Teddy's scorecard, but really nobody has distinguished themselves to any great amount so far.
Stay away from the... Come on!
Trying to go downstairs, but off target. Good block by Tommy Hearns.
That's okay. Let's go.
Off the target by Tommy Hearns. He got hit right there, but he also gave one. Solid effort by Roberto Duran.
Hook, hook.
See, he's got his guard up really well that time, and it protects his head. Hearns is keeping his guard up very, very well. Teddy, does it help to have the speed that he has?
Sure. Anytime you have speed and you can put it into the equation where whatever you're doing, it has to be technically right, but now you put speed, you're doing it even better. You're doing it at a higher level.
That's a forceful two-punch combo by Roberto Duran. Good clean shot, returning fire. Well done by Roberto Duran.
There's no need to be on the inside.
Roberto Duran with a big left hand.
Still not moving enough. Move, muévase.
Just 10 seconds to go in this round. A well-targeted classic 1-2 by Roberto Duran. As we come to the end of the round, Joe and Teddy with you ringside. Teddy, that's one of those rounds where I wonder what were the judges looking for, because it's tough to kind of draw a line between those two fighters.
Yeah, very close, but one of those rounds where you could steal it. You did a little bit more in those last 30, 20 seconds. Maybe that's the impression the judges are left with.
Well, his opponent is opening up and coming forward, so I would think there are some opportunities that exist.
Yeah, I think some counter-punching opportunities. Opportunities not on the front end, but on the back end.
Duran's well off the mark that time. Pulls the trigger right away with the left hand after getting tagged himself.
Oh, hands up, hands up.
Effective with that 1-2. Halfway into round number 5 here.
What you doing?
Close the distance.
A little give and take, and here comes the left hand.
There you go.
What a great job. He gave one right back in return. Nice work by Roberto Duran. Good, solid left hand from Tommy Hearns.
Keep your hands up.
There's the combo downstairs. Final 10 seconds of this 5th round. Roberto Duran's corner knows the situation here. Yes, we're up in a close fight, but anything can happen that can turn things around and go against us. Not one, but two. Good work with the jab up top. Duran's hand speed is the difference here. I mean, that's what that combination was all about.
Yeah, purely speed. He just got off faster, sooner.
1-2, 1-2.
He returns the favor with a right hand of his own. Oh, what an exchange. Comes right back at him with a left hand.
Double up your punches.
Halfway through this round here. blows.
Working the body.
That's where he wants to be able to do some damage with his opponent backed up against the ropes. Nowhere close that punch by Roberto Duran.
That's where you want to be.
He got hit, but he sends it right back.
Do that again.
That is boxing 101. A nice, crisp combination by Roberto Duran. Roberto Duran is doing a brilliant job with his head movement. He's employing top-notch defense right here, and it's frustrating his opponent.
It is frustrating his opponent. His opponent needs to make an adjustment of thinking right now and understand what's there, not what's not there. We know that the head's not there, but what's there? The body. He needs to start going downstairs. That will freeze up some of that head movement.
Keep that head moving.
Turned that hook over, but couldn't turn it into a connect.
Move your head. Muévete la cabeza. Left and right. Left and right. Go. Punch, punch.
At the halfway point of round 7. Blocks away that headshot. Little head knocking with that right hand.
Like what I see in there.
Tommy Hearns blocks that punch. Good smooth work by Roberto Duran. That's classic counterpunching.
Yeah, what he did was he pulled that right shoulder back. You know, he just pulled it back, gave him the left shoulder, and then gave him the right hand.
And round 7 comes to an end.
He's winning it. You're closing the gap, but your punches.
We're starting to see a trend now, Teddy. Here we are, the early goings of round number 8. We look at your scorecard. What seemed to be an even fight, now Hearns is pulled away with what he's been able to string together the last few rounds.
Well, he's shown the character of a future champion, that he's not satisfied just to stay there. If he has a chance to go ahead, he's going to take that chance. He's made that chance, he's taking it.
Duran's got to figure out a way to do something different here. I mean, I know he's committed to being a counterpuncher, but right now he's giving rounds away.
Yeah, he is, because he's waiting for things to happen that are not happening. You know, he's laying back, he's waiting for the guy to walk in. See, to be a good counterpuncher, an effective counterpuncher, guy has to come close to you. But his opponent's staying at a distance. He's not giving him anything to counter.
That's great stuff. He fires one right back after taking one. Gotta love the work by Roberto Duran. 90 seconds to go, halfway through round 8. Well-targeted combination by Roberto Duran. Return to sender. He gives him back one of his own. Oh, and he returns fire with a left hand. He tried to nab him up top, but was unable to connect. Comes right back with a shot of his own. How about a return to sender with the left hand? A little something for his opponent after getting tagged. Good accurate work there after blocking that blow.
Come on.
Nice strike after catching one by Roberto Duran. I don't know, Teddy. It just feels like one of those nights, one of those fights where somebody's getting hurt, where this is not going to the judges' scorecards.
I feel like I'm in Coney Island watching one of those hot dog eating contests where somebody's going to try to eat 50 of them, 60 of them. In other words, he's not worried how...
And now the ref gets involved and warns him for headbutting.
Cover up.
Accurate shot, straight right hand comes in. Blocks that punch. Duran's not just loading up, he's landing combination punches like he did right there. A headshot blocked.
Keep moving. Keep moving.
Keep your backs off the ropes. Yeah.
Blocks that belt line well. Roberto Duran, so dangerous with that accuracy, a two-punch combination landing. Well, he's got a bloody nose there, which means that he could be swallowing some blood, which could cut his wind in his lungs and affect the later parts of this fight. Nice block that time. It was intended to the head. Off to the side, a little swing and a miss going upstairs. Good looking right hand after he got hit. He committed to the jab, and then he brought home the bacon with the uppercut. Well done. Hearns is giving his opponent headaches here now. He's throwing punches, but he's able to block them away. Well, you could see what he wanted to do there, but unable to land that body shot. Last 10 seconds of the ninth round. And that's the end of round 9. Duran's taking a rest between rounds here, and as he does, it gives us a chance to look at the fight overall, because I think now that what you have is a good, really strong, evenly matched fight that he's up on.
Yeah, I think so, but he shouldn't think that. You know, it's okay for us to think that, and his trainer, more importantly, shouldn't let him think that. He should tell him this is where a little psychology 101 might come in. You know, I don't say you tell him you're behind, but you say, hey, it's a dead even fight. Win the rest of these rounds.
You see him holding on.
Get after him.
Duran's landing a combination here. That's what he does when he's at his very best.
Let's see some more head movement.
Great movement to get away from those punches.
Double up your jabs.
Move your head.
And we've reached the halfway point of round 10. Keeps his hands up defensively, protecting the head.
Stay on the outside.
Good, strong uppercut. He comes right back with it after taking one. Roberto Duran's combination punching is working well here. Tommy Hearns is showing you a little defensive skill there, able to move away from that punch. Here's one for you now, he says, right back with the left hand. Roberto Duran's really impressing me, Teddy. I mean, he's utilizing that jab to get through the front door.
Well, that is the most important punch you can use. That's the punch that should be used 90% of the time, and that's what he's doing.
Coming to the end of round number 10, 10 seconds to go.
Watch that.
And yet another right hand lands. And round 10 comes to an
Get
end.
out with this guy, all right? Keep your range. Jab, jab, right, okay?
I love this kind of fight. I mean, this is exactly what we want to see. Championship round. I'm looking at your scorecard. You've got it dead even. This is the kind of fight you wish you get every night.
These are the easy fights to call. I mean, the fans into it. It's electric here. Both guys going at it. You sit back. You don't have to say too much, and you enjoy it.
Keep moving. Keep moving.
That is exactly what the corner wanted to see. A good combination punch by Roberto Duran.
Hook, hook. Gotta see it come in. Let's go.
Took a shot. Now he gives a left. Boxing 101, jab followed by the straight. Able to cover up that gut.
Keep moving. Gotta see those come in.
Takes one to give one. He comes back with a right hand. Able to show you his blocking ability. Very accurate two-punch combo by Tommy Hearns.
That's it.
Last 10 seconds of this 11th round.
Can't let these go to the score.
This has been a real good one tonight, and now it comes down to this, the final round. Good, smart, tactical move here, backing up his opponent against the ropes. This fight going the distance, hey, we thought it would end early. Here they are, going all the way.
Move your head.
You see him with the left to the head there? Zoning in on that gut combination punch downstairs.
Oh, keep your feet moving.
Takes a step back, then the counter punch by Roberto Duran.
Very similar to what you see Floyd Mayweather do. You know, make a miss, pull that shoulder back, and then come right back with the counter.
He missed with that headshot. Oh, and he's got something for him himself, and it's a left hand. Halfway through this 12th and final round. Now he ties up there, doubling up the jab by Tommy Hearns. Final minute of this final round of this fight. A little head hunting right back to it.
Stay away from the inside.
He took a shot, but he gives one of his own. A left hand scores. Oh, that's good stuff. Firing right back with one of his own. Good work by Roberto Duran. Comes right back at him with a left hand. What a nice combo by Roberto Duran. Good block by Tommy Hearns. I say it all the time. You never know what you're going to get in this sport. We never thought this fight would go the distance.
No, early on it looked like Frazier and Ali. I mean, the thrill in Manila. Who thought we'd wind up with a little ballet down the stretch?
Tommy Hearns is your winner by majority decision, Teddy.
I know there's going to be something to talk about in the barbershops around the city, around the state tomorrow, because a lot of people are going to have a different look about that decision.
For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. We welcome you here to a big night of fights. I'm Joe Tessitore alongside my ring.
Remember, double up the jab.
The opening bell of this scheduled 12-rounder here. A much-anticipated fight. Round one underway.
Teddy, what do you think of Cotto tonight?
Well, about the same as I would think if I'm going to go into a barber shop. I mean, I know what to expect. I'm going to get my hair cut. Well, you're fighting Cotto, you're going to get your body hit.
Roberto Duran's cheek is cut. You can see it's opening up now. Boy, that could be a factor later on. We expect a high work rate among these two fighters. Now, do you want to see that same work rate throughout the whole fight? Or is that your expectation?
I'd love to, because we'd be having a good time, and our fans, they're going to enjoy it.
Duran's left landing well.
Oh, you got this one.
Good block by Duran. Reaching the halfway mark of this round. Good job staying away from the danger there. Miguel Cotto's got a bad cut now that's opened up on his cheek. Takes one, but gives one. Good work by Miguel Cotto. Roberto Duran's defense did a good job there, able to avoid that punch.
Double yap, double yap.
Miguel Cotto stunned, and he is hurt. Oh, he's hurt right there. He is hurt. You know, his opponent's doing a good job of just being patient now and looking for that one good shot.
Well, you know, the landscape of this business, the history of this business is littered with guys that they've had someone hurt, they get a little careless, they get caught. He better watch out that he doesn't get put on that landscape.
Gets rid of that body shot. Nice combination by Roberto Duran. Takes one, gives one. The right hand scores well. Took a shot, now he gives a left. Miguel Cotto with a big right hand. In a strange way, now it could create an offensive opportunity. Cotto's opponent is drawn to that cut he opened up, but it now could force him to be reckless coming in.
You're exactly right, Joe. You know, if you're the one cut, you have a job to do. You have a responsibility. You know, don't let that throw you off. You know, stay to your game plan. But if you cause the cut, you have something that's a responsibility. Don't get over anxious, like you just said. Don't just start going for broke. And that's exactly what he's doing.
That was a fine block by Roberto Duran. And coming upon the halfway mark of this 3-minute round. You know, when we sat with these guys yesterday in preparation for this broadcast, we asked them, all right, what's your favorite punch? They both had the same response. We like them all.
Well, that's a smart fighter, because you want to be as versatile, as rounded as possible.
That right hand over the top lands flush. Tried to land that upstairs and was off the mark.
Back to the body.
Good two-punch combo by Roberto Duran. Trying to time that straight left hand, and he does so with ease. Scored well up top. He got hit right there, but he also gave one. Solid effort by Roberto Duran.
Now you gotta breathe. Just breathe. Relax. How you feeling out there? Now you're not winning.
And round number 3 is underway. Roberto Duran's feeling the sting of that big uppercut. Well, we just learned something here, Teddy, in this fight. He landed a beautiful counterpunch, and if that continues tonight, this fight's going to be in his favor.
Yeah, this fight might be over because when you land counter punches, usually you're landing clean shots, and sooner or later, shots that your opponent doesn't see. And those are the shots that say, good night.
He's showing what a skilled fighter he is with the counterpunching.
Well, the old timers used to say, when you're calm in there, when you're in control in there, you can make him do what you want. He made him tie his shoelaces right there.
Very nice job landing that counter punch, getting away from one that was coming at him by Roberto Duran. Coming to the halfway point of this third round. And there he counters back against his opponent.
Bang the body.
Good clean shot, returning fire. Well done by Roberto Duran.
Nice work. Nice work.
Roberto Duran's able to land a nice clean left hand.
In and out.
Not hitting his mark there, going upstairs. 10 seconds remaining in this round.
Keep working the body.
3 minutes gone by in this round.
Okay? Keep easy on the inside.
Round number 4 underway, a chance to look at Teddy's scorecard. And now you see the southpaw pulling the trigger with the straight left. Duran's defense, is it ever good? Look at how easy he's able to block those punches. Digs in with a good solid uppercut after taking one. Gets rid of that. It was intended for his head. Well off the mark by Miguel Cotto. And he ties up on the inside.
Work the body, kid.
And now he's acting like a fighter. Coming back with the right hand after getting scored upon. He just missed that shot up top. 90 seconds to go in round number 4.
Back to the body.
Pulls the trigger right away with the left hand after getting tagged himself.
Bang the body.
Good way to protect the midsection. A little give and take, and here comes the left hand. Good flush shot upstairs. Duran with a huge left hand. Miguel Cotto's banged around by a big uppercut. They both decide to bring it. Duran's doing a really nice job here. I mean, putting his punches together. This is what you're supposed to look like as an offensive fighter.
Yes, it is, especially when you have a guy in front of you putting the earmuffs on. You know, you cover up the way that his opponent is. You're supposed to put them together. 1 or 2 are going to be blocked. But when you put them together like that, they're going to get through.
And round 4 comes to an
You want
end.
this fight?
Teddy, let's discuss what's going on right here. His eye is completely swollen shut. What is the concern with the referee in the ringside position?
Well, right now they're worried about the welfare. You know, not just about tonight, but the future of this fight, of what damage he will take now because he can't see correctly. It's their job to protect the fighter.
Well off the mark by Roberto Duran. Roberto Duran's done a good job there offensively scoring with that left hand.
Keep working the body.
What a great job. He gave one right back in return. Nice work by Roberto Duran. How about that left hand? A well-placed, gutsy uppercut after being tagged. That was not well targeted by Roberto Duran. Halfway through this round.
Pace yourself. There you go.
accurate with the straight left. Cotto's corner has to give him some advice here because that left hand has been scoring too consistently.
Exactly, Joe, and there's nothing else that he really has to worry about. Take that out of the equation, he'd be winning the fight.
Nothing there on the punch by Roberto Duran.
He's tired. Keep your head moving.
Relax, relax.
Comes right back at him with a left hand.
Back to the body.
Cotto's missing the mark by a mile. That just was nowhere to be found.
That's okay. Pay him back.
Miguel Cotto with a big uppercut. And that's the end of round 5. You can have the best game plan in the world, but when your eye shuts closed like that, everything changes.
But one thing doesn't change, Joe, and that's the mentality of a warrior. You find a way. You do not give in. You find a way. You concentrate harder, and you see with that one eye what you
Forward.
need to see.
Adelante. Hey, you got some of that too. Let's go.
Roberto Duran swinging and missing like he's at bat right there. That punch was nowhere near his opponent.
Head and body. Head and body.
Teddy, there are opportunities that are here for him, aren't there?
Yeah, counterpunch opportunities because he's got an opponent who's walking in a little bit. Now he has a chance to start to chuck something back at him a little.
Lands flush with the combination upstairs. Nice work, the left hand to the head.
That's it.
Good flush shot by Miguel Cotto. Good job on the two-punch combo by Roberto Duran. Duran, what an uppercut!
Enough focus. Nice work.
That's great stuff. He fires one right back after taking one. Gotta love the work by Roberto Duran.
Back to the body.
Not able to land the headshot. Oh, and he returns fire with a left hand.
Gotta see those coming.
Final 10 seconds of the 6th round. And that's the end of round 6.
This fight.
Listen, he's a veteran guy. He knows the truth of the situation. That's a really bad cut. The kind of cut that can end a fight.
Yeah, he has a gamble right now. You know, just got last call in the casino. They just said, you know, you got 3 more rolls of the dice. He's got to roll them. He's got to blow on them. He's got to do everything.
Beat him to the punch. Close the distance.
Solid left hand to the head. And now you can see him doing some fine work here on the outside of his opponent.
You know, and I see a terribly long, difficult night for his opponent because we already know he's going to win on the inside. That's his place. Now he's controlling things outside where it's not supposed to be his place.
Nice strike after catching one by Miguel Cotto.
Head moving.
And now he's targeting upstairs.
That's where you want to be.
A big hook to the head by Miguel Cotto. Oh, what a whiff by Roberto Duran. Sets up that right hand with the jab. Oh, what a hook upstairs. How about a return to sender with the left hand?
1, 2. 1, 2.
Duran's showing you that sublime skill right now with that two-punch combo. You can see he's trying to score up top, but off the mark there. Here's one for you now, he says, right back with the left hand. 10 seconds to go in the 7th. Goes up top with a right hand. Roberto Duran is giving his opponent fits right here. His head movement is making for such an elusive target.
Yes, it is. Now the opponent has to make an adjustment. He has to realize that he's finding air more than he's finding any surface up top. So go downstairs to the place that's not moving, down to the body. That'll start to take away some of that head movement.
Left hand came after the jab.
Keep working the body. Stay on the inside.
Really good work right there, landing the 2 punches in sequence by Roberto Duran. Oh, and he's got something for him himself, and it's a left hand.
Keep moving.
Right to the body. He took a shot, but he gives one of his own. A left hand scores. Roberto Duran putting forth a great combination there. Oh, he just misses with that headshot. Trying to erode away that body with the combination punching. You can tell he's just looking to survive. Cotto's holding his opponent right now, just hugging him.
Yeah, he's doing what he has to do. Look.
Oh, and there you go. Blistering combination. The speed of those punches just put him down.
They got there quicker than his hands got back to cover.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, and here's what we've talked about before. Miguel Cotto down, and now rising up to beat the count.
Now, we know he has the heart to get up. Does he have the savvy, the instinct to survive?
A knifing left hand by Miguel Cotto. Well, supposed to be fighting, but instead he's hugging. Needs to improve that accuracy. Missed with the headshot.
Do that again.
Right back to it to the head.
Keep pushing.
Duran's in control of this fight. Why? He's in better shape.
Well, he was in control a couple months ago when he got himself into camp and he made the decision, the choice, to be ready for this night.
This is a white.
The 9th round is here. Cotto's coming off of a round where he was just dropped. Now he's got to go back out there. What's the mentality, Teddy?
Well, right now what he's going to do is buy some time. You got to be one of those time buyers. You know, you go out there and you say, you know, I want to be...
Huge right hand comes. Did you see that? And once again, he goes down. The question is, can he rise up again? That's it. The fight is over. Miguel Cotto's unable to get up and continue on. I like the way he finished things tonight, Teddy. Roberto Duran, your winner by knockout in a fight that he controlled throughout.
Well, I'm glad you liked it, and just as importantly, or more importantly, his trainer, his manager, and his promoter like it, because that means that he's going to be easier to sell now to television.
Yeah, good one for the fans. Glad you tuned in to see it with us. I'm Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas saying thanks for being with us. evening, everybody. Joe Tessitore and Teddy Atlas. So we are underway here. Round one, scheduled for 12.
Nice.
And now that backhand, the straight left hand, scores well for him. A power puncher going up against Sugar Shane tonight, Teddy.
Yeah, where are you going to put that power, though? Mosley, not the easiest guy. I mean, he's not impossible to find, but not the easiest guy to find. Maybe that power should go downstairs to the body. You know, freeze some of that defensive ability, that head movement of Mosley, then bring it upstairs.
To the head he goes with a left hand. Went to the body there, but unable to connect. Covers up nicely, gets rid of his opponent's body shot. 90 seconds to go here in this round.
Close the gap.
Duran's punch is far off the target.
Come on, kid, focus.
His opponent wanted the body, he wouldn't give it to him. Precision work with the left hand by Sugar Shane Mosley. Mosley's putting his punches together now. That's a nice combination.
Keep your back off the rope.
Showing you some defense there with the block. That's a big, big shot he just scored with.
And why did he score? Because he created range, created distance, created a hole, and he filled that hole.
Here we go. Round two is underway. Oh, that's good stuff. Firing right back with one of his own. Good work by Roberto Duran. Blocks that punch.
Get close to him. Come on, kid, focus.
Dismisses his opponent's headshot.
Come on, kid, focus.
Just like that, just like
He's
that.
showing what a skilled fighter he is with this counterpunching.
Protecting his head well with his guard. Halfway through round number two. There was a time not that long ago where Shane Mosley was considered the pound-for-pound best fighter in the world. Then he took the fight with Vernon Forrest, and all that changed.
Yeah, it did, and Vernon Forrest had the confidence going into that fight because he had beaten Shane Mosley in the amateurs.
Unable to get to Mosley that time, he blocked it. He tried to nab him up top, but was unable to connect. Lands flush with the two-punch combo by Sugar Shane Mosley.
Close the distance.
Just 10 seconds to go here in the second round.
Keep working the body.
Roberto Duran's putting on a display of accuracy, and the punch numbers tell that story.
You need to throw and land a big shot. Look at me. Knock this mother...
And round number three is underway. Nice block by Roberto Duran. And he engages in the clinch.
Keep working the body.
Shane Mosley's cut is right near his eye. That's the last place his corner is going to want to see any damage.
Pace yourself. Keep doing what you're doing.
Duran's just punching air that time. His opponent was able to get out of the way.
Come on, kid, focus.
That's a huge shot, that left hand from Duran. Takes one, but gives one. Good work by Roberto Duran. Halfway through this round here. Really frustrating his opponent now. Roberto Duran's so defensively sound, it doesn't make for an easy target.
No, it doesn't, and it makes for a very frustrating night for his opponent. I see his opponent now, if you notice, he's getting a little tentative. He's afraid to let the punches go because when he misses, he's worried he's going to leave an opening.
And just grabbing onto his opponent.
Unload! More punches! Move!
He gives as well as he takes. You saw it on that exchange. Ten seconds to go in this round. Off to the side, a little swing and a miss going upstairs. And round 3 comes to an end.
Okay? Whatever you do, throw that jab. Nice.
So as we start round 4, we reflect on the first 3, looking at Teddy's scorecard. Duran's earned good marks, taking all 3 rounds.
Yeah, not eventful some of the rounds. Not a lot to separate the two guys, but I think that his jab has carried the day.
Well, that was his intention, and that's what he's doing. Not engaging in the fight, but clinching.
Cover your head, kid!
Tucks those elbows in, blocks the body shot. Just not there. Straight right hand off the mark. Took a shot. Now he gives a left. It'll be interesting to see how this plays out from here. Shane Mosley's cut is now changing the course of this fight.
Well, the fighter's been trying to do his job. Now the cornerman is the most important person right now in that ring. He has to do his job and stop that bleeding.
Halfway through round number 4. Scores up top with a left.
In and out.
Mosley's punches just don't look like what they should look like right now, Teddy. I know he's thrown a lot early on here, but there's no oomph on them.
Well, that's the other side of it. There's always a flip side to a coin, and the flip side here in the boxing ring, yeah, he threw a lot of punches, but they didn't affect the guy. Right now, I think he's giving in a little bit.
Roberto Duran's work in training camp is now paying off. Do you see the accuracy and the effectiveness with that combination? Good combination punching out of him here.
Yeah, exactly. It's kind of like a musical, except right now, I don't think his opponent likes the tone of it.
4th round now with its last 10 seconds. And this round comes to an end.
Want this fight?
Now that he's back in the corner, we get a close-up look. Mosley's cut even looks
You gotta
worse.
stay busy.
And it's up to the fighter now, Joe, for his attitude not to change. You know, we can look at it and we can say, wow, that cut looks worse. The fans can look at it and say that. But the fighter must be steady, the same attitude, as though he doesn't have a cut. Otherwise, he has no chance of winning this fight.
He missed with that headshot. Comes right back at him with a left hand.
Keep working the jab.
He got hit right there, but he also gave one. Solid effort by Roberto Duran. Good combination to the body. Could this be the start of a big comeback? He went from owning this fight to now nearly down and out.
You know, that's what makes boxing so great. Yeah, you can come back just like that. One punch at the right time. That was at the right time.
excellent two-punch combo by Roberto Duran. Still plenty of time to work here in round number 5. Minute and a half to go.
Come on, kid, focus.
Duran's doing exactly what he wants to do. He's an inside fighter, and he's getting right to the inside in these middle rounds.
Yeah, exactly, and he knows what to do. See, that half of it is get to where you need to be. The other half is do what you're supposed to do when you get there. He's doing both.
Couldn't hit the elusive target with that straight right. Roberto Duran's at his best when the combinations are landing. He scored well there with that combo. Pulls the trigger right away with the left hand after getting tagged himself. Roberto Duran's putting forth that hard work he did in training camp there, landing a crisp combination.
Come on, kid, focus.
Good right hand. The end to another very entertaining round in what has been a very entertaining fight. A fight where there's just bad intentions. The fight that just doesn't have the feel of a fight that's going to be a decision win for somebody. Looks like somebody's going to get stopped.
Right from the beginning, they've been fighting with desperation. Like, going the decision, as you just touched on, has not been in their minds at all.
Scores with the combo to the head.
Double up your punches.
Mosley's probably thinking to himself, there has to be an adjustment out there that I can make. Now, he's known as a guy who's a pretty good boxer, but here in these middle rounds, it's not paying off.
No, I think what he has to do is maybe just...
He is not in good shape. He could be on the deck in moments. He is stunned, but somehow manages to have the wherewithal to hold on.
Punches, hands up.
A shooting right hand by Roberto Duran. Duran's the kind of boxer that wants to do just that. Find the target, get the combination working, land both punches. He took a shot, but he came back with a right hand of his own. And now just wasting everybody's time holding on.
Jump on him. Nice.
Good step back counterpunch there. And he decides to tie up again. Commits to the overhand right, and it serves him well. Last 10 seconds. Roberto Duran's landed a good, solid combination. Well, that's yet another round that he won. And Teddy, he's in great shape. What were you hearing out of his training camp as to how he got so conditioned?
Well, we were hearing that he was doing his road work, wearing knapsacks with 20 pounds of sand in them, running uphill. I mean, that's one of them. Also, instead of taking minute rest in sparring, he was taking 20-second, 30-second rest. It's showing right now.
Duran's left, working well that time. Mosley's making me real curious here, Teddy. I wonder, should he be sticking with this style after being rocked in this fight?
It's still early enough. I would say yes. You know, you don't want to panic. You don't want to just throw everything overboard. You want to stay with what brought you here. Hey, he's been taught this not for hours, not for days, not for weeks. You know, months and years he's been taught this. You don't throw it out. You stay with it.
Duran's doing really well on the outside. Using those feet, using that jab on the outside well.
And you know what? He used his head early in the fight because he went inside, which is really where he's set up for, and he got his opponent's respect. And now that respect is paying off because he's being allowed to stay on the outside and control things.
Looking good.
A crushing two-punch combo by Roberto Duran. Good flush, straight left hand.
Inside. Keep your hands up.
Duran's movement's really helping him out, avoiding that punch. combination by Roberto Duran. And now just wasting away some time with that clinch. He gets hit, but he gives it right back. Mosley's on the receiving end of a very good counterpunch. Mosley's punch didn't come close. He has his target. He lands the straight right. And the bell rings, signifying the end of the round.
A lot out of him that round. Keep that up. I need you to box him. Wait for him and boom!
8th round now underway, and Teddy, your scorecard hasn't changed. Roberto Duran's in complete control of this. Shane Mosley's crushed by a big left hand.
Relax.
Oh boy, he is stunned badly. He is staggered and hurt and could go down. Teddy, what do you got to be yelling for encouragement if you're the corner?
Well, if it was a baseball game, I'd be yelling for rain. Right now, I want this stopped. But what he has to really get is a way to clinch.
Mosley's work rate is impressive, Teddy, but his connect percentage is not.
Now, there's two reasons for it, Joe. One is his opponent. His opponent is pretty smart in there. You know, he's not just standing there saying, hey, hit me. He's moving. He's being smart defensively. The other thing is the punches are a little too wide. Needs to shorten them up a little.
Unable to make an impact there by Sugar Shane Mosley. The halfway point of round number 8. Good job by Mosley with that right hand. Oh, a nice 2-punch combo by Roberto Duran.
Close the gap.
And that's what fighters do. Pulls the trigger right away after taking one. Huge left hand from Mosley. Able to counter that attack.
Keep your back
Mosley's
off the
not
rope.
looking so solid on his feet, and he's clinching. That's a smart veteran move. Give yourself a break.
Yeah, to be a top fighter, to be a champion someday, you have to sometimes put your pride over on the side. He's doing that right now. It's not about pride right now. It's about being smart and surviving.
Shane Mosley's got a little something coming back at him. A counter punch scored.
Acting body.
Roberto Duran's corner has very little to do right now. Why? Because their fighter has been nearly flawless with his accurate and clean punching.
Well, part of that's attached to his personality. He doesn't waste anything. He's real calm. He's a conservative guy. Anything he throws, he's placing where it's going to land.
Teddy, you've made the point a few times that, hey, it's nice to have something where you got the superior advantage. In this case, he's got the speed. But you can't fall in love with it too much.
No, because what happens then, you're like a teenager that gets one of those sport cars. You know, he gets carried away. He doesn't respect the speed yet. And he starts to run red lights. He starts to do things that he shouldn't do. And that's what's happening here. He's starting to jump in with those quick hands. He figures he doesn't have to respect the dimensions other guys have to. And when he's jumping in, he might get caught. There might be a cop there or a punch there to nail him.
Very clever move there. Little defense turns to offense. The counter punch by Roberto Duran. So punch after punch, he keeps taking punishment. Starting to wonder here, Teddy, how much more will he be able to take?
You want it to be the inclination of a fighter, in this case a warrior, to go on, but sometimes enough is enough, and you just have to take your losses and come back to fight another day. I believe we've gotten to that point.
Straight right was lined up, but he missed. Jab and a straight right by Roberto Duran. And you can see he wanted to do that as he holds on there. Roberto Duran's right hand scores well. Mosley's lack of defense right now is showing up. His opponent's scoring with the right hand consistently.
Yes, he's found a target for that early on, and he's just staying with it. Nothing fancy.
Targeting that head with the combination punching. That worked out really well, throwing off the right hand after getting tagged like that. And that's the end of round 9. His eye is completely shut. He really is at risk of being a TKO loser here. I suppose if he can defend himself properly, the fight will go on.
Yeah, well, that's going to be up to the discretion, the judgment of the referee. I mean, this is what the referee is paid for, his judgment in this kind of situation.
Mosley's way off the mark. That punch didn't have a chance. Well-targeted two-punch combo by Sugar Shane Mosley.
There you go.
Tried to land that upstairs and was off the mark.
There you go.
And he's holding.
Keep moving. Keep punch the hook.
Good 1-2 by Roberto Duran.
Keep it inside.
Mosley's almost looking foolish that time he missed so badly. Oh, and a big right hand lands. And banging away he goes. A huge shot rains down, and he's on the floor.
And he has a decision to make, a choice to make right now.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Mosley to the canvas and now beating the count. Let's see what he offers up at this point.
Well, with a fighter like Shane Mosley, you see the outside stuff so glaring. I mean, it just shoots out at you. The speed, all the physical ability. But now you find out, you get a peek at what's inside.
He clinches when he gets to the inside. Good clean shot, returning fire. Well done by Roberto Duran. Mosley's thinking right now that he's doing a good job defensively, but it's really not the case, Teddy. Every so often, you will see a punch split that guard.
Yeah, he's just standing there. First of all, the gloves, he needs to extend them just a little bit away. So as you said, those punches, you know, aren't going to force their way through to the target, which they're doing right now. They're getting down to him. They're getting through to him.
Don't worry now, right? I need you to...
Teddy, you've been in this spot before. Championship rounds have arrived. I'm looking over at your scorecard. Duran's up big, but there's always that chance. There's always that lottery ticket that could be landed.
Exactly. He's looking to cash in on it. And I think it would come with the right hand because every once in a while that left hand drags back a little slow.
Boom, left hand comes home. Solid. Can he get up from this? He's done it before, but can he get up from a second time down? Mosley's going to keep taking this test, rising up after being knocked down. Roberto Duran's doing well here with that two-punch combination. Good counter punch by Roberto Duran. And now he brings the left hand upstairs. Commits to the straight right. There it is! Unbelievable! Just the barrage continues. He's knocked down again.
But his desire and heart is just as strong as it was before.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Shane Mosley's now getting back up off the canvas.
Uppercuts on the inside.
Watch out. Punch! Punch!
Sound defense. Good block that time by Roberto Duran. Duran's doing something that not everybody appreciates, but he is making his defense a major factor in this fight.
Yeah, well, a lot of times people, you know, they only get it done on one end. What I mean about that is, you know, offensively, they use the jab, they use aggression to set up the offense, but he uses defense to set up the offense. He has a double-edged sword.
Not what he was looking for. That's a miss right there by Roberto Duran. Throws out the jab and then brings back the uppercut up top.
Come on.
At this point, big shot comes crashing home. a big shot that floored him, and it's a big shot that may end him right here.
That looked like the great pitcher, Great Maddox, his sinker ball. Boy, it went down quick.
2, 3, 4, 5.
And it's all over. Roberto Duran's opponent is floored. A knockout victory. Boy, was that impressive. As we saw, he was up on your scorecard throughout the evening. Roberto Duran's now a winner by knockout.
Listen, you want to win, you want to get to a title, you want to be successful, but you want to make money. And this is one way to ensure you're going to make money, scoring knockouts.
Thanks for being with us, everybody. For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. Have yourself a great night. Good evening, everybody. Glad you've made the decision to be with us. Alongside Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. We're glad to be bringing you action and welcoming you to the famed Boardwalk Hall in Atlantic City, New Jersey, where so many great fights have gone on through the years for tonight's main event. 12 rounds.
All right, keep busy out there.
Opening round here, scheduled for 12. Targeting that straight left hand. Not much action as he just ties up. When you've trained in situations like this, a power puncher against a fast fighter, what kind of adaptations does the fast fighter have to consider making throughout the fight?
Well, he has to make sure that he has room in the ring, that he doesn't get trapped into corners. He doesn't get into a phone booth.
Able to dismiss that body shot. Not hitting his mark there, going upstairs.
Good job.
Halfway through round number 1. Good defense upstairs to stay away from that offensive assault. A striking combination by Roberto Duran. There's the headshot, but he parries it away. Duran's left now getting into the mix. Here's a moment here as you see the step-back counterpunch where you realize this is the sweet science, not just some raw savagery swinging out there.
Look at the little subtleties here, Joe. What he does is he forces them into a position to stop the punch. And then when he stops, steps back, makes a miss, and comes right back.
Duran counters back. What a great job. He gave one right back in return. Nice work by Roberto Duran. Hands of stone with a big power punch. Little head hunting with the left. That's great stuff. He fires one right back after taking one. Gotta love the work by Roberto Duran.
Just like we practice in the gym. Throw a punch, finish with a hook. It's easy. Okay? Okay, listen.
Here we go. Round 2 is underway. Roberto Duran so dangerous with that accuracy, a 2-punch combination landing. And he just holds on there.
Get after him.
He just missed that shot up top. Roberto Duran blocks that. Excellent 1-2 by Roberto Duran. Duran with a block. Reaching the halfway mark of this round. Good defense, just covering up down low. Now he's putting his punches together, the combination upstairs. A well-placed left hand up top. Nice strike after catching one by Roberto Duran. A little give and take, and here comes the left hand. Blocks the headshot. Combination to the head. And a sharp counter punch by Roberto Duran. Holtz well off the mark that time. Nice block by Roberto Duran. Roberto Duran's going with a quality that I think is very underrated in boxing, and that is to be judicious, to really think about when, how, and make the most of each thing you're doing. His punch rate, very, very effective in terms of his percentage landed.
Yeah, he's throwing educated punches. You know, he's not wasting anything. He's making everything count, but just as importantly, everything's leading to something else. You know, he's working the body one moment, and that's leading up to some head attack later on. So he's planning everything out like a smart fighter, a guy that understands the sweet science.
Comes right back at him with a left hand. Oh, that's good stuff. Firing right back with one of his own. Good work by Roberto Duran. He took a go of it to the body, but came up empty. Duran's defense is paying off now. Holtz thumped by a left hand. Roberto Duran's put forth a little boom, 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 a three-punch combination score. He's winning the fight, to me, based on his overall speed. He's just a faster, quicker fighter, and it's making it so that he's able to employ his ways and get the best of his opponent.
Oh, he has that physical asset, no doubt about it. You can see it. But he has to be careful that he doesn't get carried away. He doesn't get reckless with that speed.
Great work offensively, landing that combination by Roberto Duran.
Hooks on the inside.
Takes one, but gives one. Good work by Roberto Duran. Right hand over the top, very accurate with it. And the round comes to an end.
Okay. Very nice. How you feeling? Good? Okay.
The beginning of round 4, a chance to look at the scorecards. And Teddy, you like what he's done so far early, a clean sweep of all 3 rounds.
Yeah, a couple of rounds were close, but on the inside, when both of them had their chance to separate a little bit, he was the one who made the right decision to punch.
Good work.
He got hit right there, but he also gave one. Solid effort by Roberto Duran. Sending out the power shot. It was a straight left hand.
Keep that head moving.
Holtz in there, clinching a lot, it seems to me. I mean, he was stunned earlier, but it just seems like he's tying up.
Hey, if it seems like that to you, that's okay. But more importantly, more dangerously for him, it probably seems that way to his opponent. And he's going to take advantage of it. He knows that he's not right.
Now hugging on the inside. And coming upon the halfway mark of this 3-minute round. Scored well with that straight left. Well, he's sending more than one at him now. The combo to the head. A little head hunting with the right.
Stay on the inside.
Side to side, move your head.
Good work toe-to-toe there. Both fighters got in on him.
Stay focused on the inside.
We count down the final moments of this round. And he returns on that exchange. Roberto Duran's efforts of being busy in that last round were really good for
You have to
him.
be busy. This guy is beating the shit out of you.
Round number 5 has arrived. See, the defense pays off as he gets rid of that downstairs. Good combination to the head. Duran's making for a clinic here in combination punching.
Well, the first couple punches here, Joe, they're throwaway punches to really set up the payoff down the road. You see the third punch, the fourth punch, the fifth punch. They're the ones that wind up landing.
I like that 2-punch combo by Roberto Duran.
Pace yourself.
That's okay. Let's go.
Seemingly in control, and now maybe out of control after getting hit there.
But what you just said, Joe, that is really what's the enemy of his right now is nothing was coming at him. He was winning too easily. And for a minute, he let up, and bang.
Halfway into round number 5 here. Boy, sharp 2-punch combination by Roberto Duran.
Bang the body.
Good clean shot, returning fire. Well done by Roberto Duran.
There you go.
You're not focused.
You see him holding on.
It's all right. It's moving.
Hits him in the mug with the right.
Uppercut.
Duran's having
Uppercut.
his way on the inside, Teddy. This is really paying off for him in these middle rounds.
Yeah, well, he's got to be happy with what his opponent's doing. Standing right there, as you said, as you suggested, standing right in the place he's most comfortable.
Oh, and he returns fire with a left hand. What a good war this has been. What a good, solid fight it's been. The kind of fight that tells me somebody wants to get rid of the other guy.
It almost looks like they made a deal where neither one could win by decision, where if they didn't win by knockout, it doesn't count.
There he is zoning in, the old 1-2. How about a return to sender with the left hand?
Don't walk into his punches. Do that again.
And a strong offensive showcase, the combination by Roberto Duran. Oh, he took some big shot there. He goes down. He has so much time now, he's going to be forced to survive.
He's tired. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Holt's able to get up. Teddy, I question, though, if he'll be able to go on. What does he have to do?
Well, he's got to know what to do, but what not to do. Don't use your legs. Don't try to move because that's the inclination. Get on your bicycle when you've been hurt. No, the bicycle's not there. You got flat tires. What you got to do is grab on the inside, clear your head.
Getting rid of that punch from his opponent. Well blocked by Holt. He's in bad shape. He does not look good at all. He could go down at any moment, Teddy.
Yeah, he wishes right now this was in an outdoor arena because maybe rain could come and stop it because I don't know what else could help him right now.
He turned things around, and now his opponent has to be asking himself questions.
Yeah, he's got to be saying, what do I have to do to get rid of this guy?
Holt's rocked, and his defense is porous right now. He could go down at any moment.
Well, the problem is he's got the habit of blocking punches, and when a guy's putting them together, you can't block them all. Some are getting through.
He scored well after being hit himself. Good, solid right hand land.
Lynch! Get your back off the ropes!
come to the end of the round.
It's a man.
Roberto Duran's in control of this fight, Teddy. Sometimes you can just look at it and see it as clear as day. He's ahead on the scorecards.
Yeah, I have my head on my scorecard too. But right now, he can't afford to coast because this guy is still dangerous. He has to still stay on his P's and Q's.
Do you see any way in which he can take his opponent's aggression and turn it against him?
Yeah, the perfect way. I mean, boxing 101, counterpunching. You got a guy coming at you, no better way than to change his mind. Make him miss, make him pay.
Keep that head moving.
Roberto Duran's cut is on the cheek, and you can see that it's bothering him a bit right now. That's something we'll keep our eye on. Good-looking combo by Roberto Duran. And yet another big shot comes in, and he goes down again. Will he get up from this? And somehow, some way, he's going to continue on here.
And if he's going to stay in this fight, now he's got to avoid his opponent like the Black Plague.
Oh, and he comes back with an uppercut there after getting hit.
Keep it up.
Not able to land the headshot.
Stay away from the way.
Super two-punch combo by Roberto. Wow! Forget about the judges. This one may be over now. Holds down, and he looks like he's in bad shape.
When you fall that way, you usually don't get up.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
The ref is stopping this fight. Roberto Duran's bombs away worked again. Knockout victory for him.
Ladies and gentlemen, by knockouts,
Roberto Duran's power that we saw throughout the night, building a lead on your scorecard, now ends the night with a knockout victory.
And it begins the next night, the next dawn, the dawn of the new beginning. More money. Knockouts bring money.
For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. That does it ringside. We'll see you next time. Good evening, everybody. Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas, and welcome to the Metro Manila Arena. We're here in the Philippines for our main event of the evening. Opening 3 minutes of this scheduled 12-rounder. Great battle, Pacquiao and Duran here. If Pacquiao is to win this fight, what does he need to do?
Well, he's going to have to outwork Duran. That's one dimension that I think he can do it. You know, he puts a lot of punches together, Pacquiao, and he's got fast hands. Duran does a lot more grabbing than people realize. You know, he'll get off, he'll look to grab you. Don't be there if you're Pacquiao to get grabbed. Work during that spot.
That was a left hand that came raining in on him. He does not look good right now. Expect him to clinch.
Hey, you gotta see that coming. Now let's go.
Duran's getting himself into the mix now, landing that left hand. Halfway through this round.
Hey, let's go.
Well, he ties up there. able to cover up along the belt. Manny Pacquiao stunned by that shot. Boy, he was damaged, but now he's defending himself well. Oh, you see him with the left of the head there?
Come on!
Good step back, counter punch there.
Beautiful.
What a great job. He gave one right back in return. Nice work by Manny Pacquiao. And he ties up on the inside. They trade shots. He comes back with a right hand. Last 10 seconds of this first round. Pacquiao's missing the mark by a mile. That just was nowhere to be found. And that's the end of round one. Well, we've seen this before, a fighter with a bad cut, and sometimes a fighter that now has a much greater sense of urgency.
Yeah, right now, if he was gambling, if he was in a casino, he's rolling the dice. He's hoping to come up with 7.
Stay away from that power hand, okay? Keep circling away from that power hand. I need you to keep moving side to side, all right? Just keep moving.
Pacquiao's legs are just fine, thank you. That was the big question. In the last round, he was damaged, but here a fresh start.
You know, Joe, we talk about having a good chin all the time, being able to shake off a good blow, but this is part of having a good chin, being able to recover after being shaken out, after the round before.
Like what I see in there!
Staying away from those headshots with his defense up top. That's great stuff. He fires one right back after taking one. Gotta love the work by Roberto Duran. This is becoming like a crime scene here. Pacquiao's DNA is splattered throughout that ring.
And you know it's going to influence the fight, not only where maybe he gets a little discouraged, he gets a little down, but maybe his opponent, and there's a big maybe he gets a little careless now going in there for the kill, and maybe that could be an opportunity for him.
Nice block by Manny Pacquiao. Well, he goes to the gut with a right hand. Able to block that away. It was targeted for his head. That is a sharp uppercut by Manny Pacquiao.
That's it!
Final 10 seconds. Roberto Duran's really working well. That last round, he was accurate.
Relax.
Look at the punch numbers.
How you feeling out there? Now, you're not with...
And round number 3 is underway.
Watch that!
Pacquiao's punches are way off the mark. He's been committed to throwing plenty of them. He just hasn't been committed to hitting plenty of the target.
No, and it's not like his opponent suddenly became the invisible man. I mean, he's right there in front of him. It's just that he's tired, and these punches are coming from left field, and guess what? They're not getting to the plate.
Well, supposed to be fighting, but instead he's hugging.
Punch! 1-2, 1-2.
And he engages in the clinch. Coming to the halfway point of this third round. Parries that punch intended for the head. What an impact that left hand just made by Manny Pacquiao. Nice strike after catching one by Roberto Duran.
Back to the body.
Manny Pacquiao started at 106 pounds and then rose up and won a super bantamweight belt, but it really wasn't until November of 2003 when he claimed the featherweight title and TKOing Marco Antonio Barrera that he became that big spotlight kind of star.
Yeah, that was his coming out party, so to speak. That's when the world found out just who and what Manny Pacquiao was.
He needs to improve the accuracy a little bit. That was comical by Roberto Duran.
Keep your hands up. Throw your hands. Uppercut the left.
Round number 4 is underway. Teddy's got it a clean sweep. Good job protecting himself.
Gotta see the come in. Let's go.
A solid uppercut by Manny Pacquiao.
Unload.
That is a
Unload.
big
More
right
punches.
hand after eating one himself. I like that step back right there. Just enough to be out of danger, but still close enough to then land the counterpunch.
Well, that's what happens when you have that kind of experience. You're calm enough to know that range. Know where the beginning of the punch and the end of the punch is.
You can see he's trying to score up top, but off the mark there.
Let's go.
On the mark with the straight left hand. Pacquiao's defense is now serving him well. Nice job blocking that punch.
Defense. More defense.
90 seconds to go in round number 4. A little something of his own. Blocks a shot, brings back the uppercut. Trying to time that straight left hand, and he does so with ease. Good biting, snapping shot by Roberto Duran. He tried to nab him up top, but was unable to connect.
Move your head. Keep moving. Keep moving.
And just grabbing onto his opponent. Thought he had his target, but way off to the side with the uppercut. Roberto Duran with a big left hand.
Forward.
I like the way he went up top that time with the hook. And that's the end of round 4. Let me paint this picture for you. You got to figure out a strategy, and your fighter's down to one eye.
I hope that he read some history books, or he watched a movie named 300. You saw that movie,
Oh,
didn't
yeah.
you? Great movie about the Spartans where they were outnumbered, and they had to get the terrain right to fight the fight. They had to get into the mountains where the greater forces, the great army, could not be the great army. They could not get in there and battle where they could take advantage of their superior forces. That's what he's got to do. He's got to move the fight into a portion of the ring where he will not be vulnerable on that side.
Looking good.
Putting his punches together, good combination by Manny Pacquiao. Pacquiao's making for a tough target there. He gets away from that punch.
Hey, keep your feet moving.
Well, I don't know if he's hip to the idea of becoming a counterpuncher, but I get the sense you'd agree with it.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he's got the perfect platform, the perfect form for it. The guy's walking in right now, not moving his head much. He can time him, he can counter him.
.90 seconds to go here in this round.
That's it.
Here's one for you now, he says. Right back with the left hand. Left to the body. Roberto Duran's right hand working well that time. He scored well.
Hooks on the inside.
Took a shot, now he gives a left. Good job, it was sudden, it was fast, it was direct by Manny Pacquiao. Coming to the end of round number 5, last 10 seconds. And now the right hand lands because of the work done by the jab. And round 5 comes to an end.
We hear about guys being calm and cool when the pressure's on. With that eye completely shut, the pressure is on.
Yeah, this is where you're really ultimately being tested as a fighter, as a human being, as a man.
The start of the 6th round. Pacquiao's opening up this round with a lot of momentum. Now, down on your scorecard, but he clearly won the last round and carries that into this round.
Well, look, the old-time trainers, my trainer, Costamato, used to always say there's no such thing as a one-round championship fight. You know, you got to do it. You do it to be the top guy round after round for a lot of rounds together. Well, that's what it's about right now. Yeah, he had a couple bad rounds, but now he has a chance to be back in this fight and show that his worth is down the stretch.
And now we got a fight. He fires back a right hand of his own. Excellent 1-2 by Roberto Duran. Wow, is he defensively sound. Fine fundamentals, good counterpunch. Oh, and he's got something for him himself, and it's a left hand. Duran's given us a good showcase of defense here today, especially up top. His head movement is just sublime.
And his opponent's cooperating with him a little bit because he's getting frustrated. He's looking for that big shot, and he's continuing to miss. He's making no adjustments. A guy's moving his head. You know what you want to do a little bit?
What's that?
Well, you want to feint him a little bit. Make him make a premature move. And then when he moves to either side, then you time him with a punch. Don't just go out there flailing away.
Oh, he just misses with that headshot. Manny Pacquiao's opponent knows exactly what the game plan can be now. That counter punch landed with some success.
Pace yourself. Keep doing what you're doing. You got this one.
Good solid shots with the combo downstairs. Working our way towards the bell. Last 10 seconds of the 6th. Duran's winning this fight. And if you ask most of us ringside why, we would say he's in better shape. His conditioning has been great as this fight has gone along.
Yeah, he did what he was supposed to do in camp. He got ready for this moment. Also, his intellect. He's a smart guy out there.
He's tired. He's tired.
He missed by a mile. That wasn't even close by Manny Pacquiao. Oh, that's good stuff. Firing right back with one of his own. Good work by Manny Pacquiao. That was really well done. Targeting the jab and then thundering home with the uppercut. Roberto Duran's doing good damage with the combination punching.
Well, right there's a good example of the benefit of combination punching. You miss the first or the second, the third and the fourth, they land.
That's a forceful 2-punch combo by Roberto Duran. Halfway through the 7th round. Duran's is doing very nicely on the outside here in this fight. Wow, look at that, trading shots. Takes one, but gives one. Good work by Roberto Duran. Well, that was his intention, and that's what he's doing. Not engaging in the fight, but clinching. What power from that left hand of Pacquiao. Clinching his opponent, nobody likes to see that. That is boxing 101. A nice, crisp combination by Roberto Duran.
It's all right. Just keep moving.
And this round comes to an end.
Escuches. This is your fight. Keep it up. Keep scoring points.
Start of round number 8 right here. Teddy, this is very much a one-sided fight.
Maybe the opponent's best chance is to go back to history. LaMotta and Dotil. LaMotta was so far behind going into the last round that he had no shot except by a knockout. And what he did was he played positive a little bit. He shook his legs a little bit, went back towards the rope, and he got Dotil to come in, get a little careless. Bang, he pulled it out.
Así es! Like what I see in there.
Now committing to that jab, straight hand, and it works out. Needs to improve that accuracy, missed with the headshot. Pacquiao's quickly approaching the point of no return right now, Teddy. You know, it wouldn't be far-fetched to see his corner step up on the apron and stop this fight.
Well, not only far-fetched, I mean, I think it's starting to get to that point where it's their responsibility to be thinking about that.
Nice combination, jab, uppercut to the head.
Ahora, do that again.
Pacquiao's lack of defense, especially when it comes with just getting away from that right hand, is really costing him a lot here.
Well, it's pretty simple. The old timers would say, move your head, otherwise your opponent will move it for you.
What a big shot. There he goes. He goes down for that headshot. Pacquiao's still in a tough spot here. Don't get fooled just thinking he beat the count and everything's fine.
And I'm not so sure that he can grab. So what you got to do now, if you're a trainer, the way you taught him in the gym is you don't want to go grab because you might leave yourself open. Move your head when he comes to you, then you grab him.
He took a shot, but he gives one of his own. A left hand scores. And that's the end of round 8. Pacquiao's cut man is going to earn his pay for sure. That is a bad gash.
And I'm wondering what he's using in there. You know, you can only use certain things, Avitine, adrenaline, and thrombin. I'm wondering if he...
Big right hand. Big shot. And he goes down for a second time. Does he have enough this time to rise up and continue on? You know, you can see it in Pacquiao's eyes. He's unaffected by that knockdown. He wants more of this fight. Well, his opponent got away from that uppercut. Blocks that belt line well. And the old 1-2 by Roberto Duran.
That's okay. Pay him back.
And now just wasting everybody's time holding on. And you see what he can do when he's Manny Pacquiao stunned and staggered.
Clinch!
Teddy, I think he's going to go down. I think he's going to go down after getting tagged right there.
He doesn't know where to go. I mean, he's like a guy that's caught in a hailstorm. He's trying to get to the other side of the street, but he just doesn't know where it is now.
Manny Pacquiao's now in a spot that many fighters have faced numerous times, and that is, how do you deal with seeing your own blood and knowing that you have incurred some serious damage? Look at that cut around the eye.
Now, for a fighter to be able to move to the top, he's got to be tested in a lot of areas. Sometimes the test comes when he's hurt. He's hit on the chin. He's dropped for the first time. Sometimes the test comes when you drop the other guy and he gets up and he comes at you. And sometimes the test comes in the form of a cut. When you see your first blood, when you see it, that is your blood. How do you behave? We're going to find out right now.
And now just wasting away some time with that clinch. Roberto Duran's doing really well with that jab. I mean, you can't ask for a more productive night than what he's getting out of this.
So having a good jab is kind of like having a lot of passports. You know, you have a lot of passports, you can go to different countries. Well, you can go to different places with a good jab. He's gone to all kinds of places tonight with that left jab.